Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 of the ISU Junior Grand Prix 2018. I'm your host Ted Barton, and this week we are in the third largest city of the Czech Republic, Ostrava. Ostrava is 370 kilometers from Prague, but just 15 kilometers from the Polish border. It is the meeting point of 4 rivers. It is the home to around 500,000 people and has become a very important industrial center in recent years. This city and the Ostrava Arena have been host to many major sporting events, for the third time in the last 5 years, home to the Junior Grand Prix. So far on the Junior Grand Prix, in ladies, at least 2 of the podium spots for each event have been owned by Russian skaters, who continue to dominate. In men, the United States, Canada, Russia, and Italy have shared the podium, and in pairs, all podium positions so far have been occupied by Russian teams. This is the last of the pair events on the Junior Grand Prix, so much is at stake for which teams will earn spots to the Junior Grand Prix final. And in dance, Canada, the United States, France, and Russia have shared the podium, but there are 4 Russian teams right behind with 3 events yet to come, so a lot can change over the next several weeks. It's week 5, it's the ISU Junior Grand Prix, it's Ostrava, Czech Republic, and it starts right now. Welcome to day 2 of week 5 on the ISU Junior Grand Prix 2018. I'm your host Ted Barton. Beautiful fall shots here downtown Ostrava. Just beautiful weather, crispiness in the air at night. Look at the Ostrava Arena. Hosts the 2017 European Figure Skating Championships, and now, for the third time in 5 years, the Junior Grand Prix. Men's short program coming right up in just a few moments after the introduction of the officials.
Technical specialist, technický specialista, Terry Kubická. Assistant technical specialist, asistent technického specialisty, Pavel Černousov. Please welcome the first group of skaters on the ice. Starting number 1, Jonathan Hess, Germany. Starting number 2, Elvis Caubet, Andorra. Starting number 3, David Igor, Israel.
And here's a look at the technical panel for the men's short program.
Starting number 5, Andrei Mozalev, Russia. And starting number
and now the judges.
Camden Pulkinen, the United States of America.
Well, here on week 5, the push to the podium point for podium points and to qualify for the Junior Grand Prix final to be held in Vancouver. Top 6 skaters or teams category will qualify, and that's still very much in the air. Let's take a look at the current standings so far. Andrew Torgashev of the United States skated twice, 24 points. Stephen Gogolev of Canada, 22. He's also skated twice. He's going to need some help to make that top 6. 3 events yet to come. Roman Savitsin of Russia, 18. Daniel Grazel of Italy, 18. Camden Pulkinen, he's here this week. If he gets another win or a silver medal, it's going to secure his spot into the Grand Prix final. So lots still to unfold. And look at the starting order for the men's short program. Been watching the men's practice a little earlier today and yesterday. Some really good skaters. I mean, we don't know what will happen in competition. That is always the mystery, of course. It's what makes the sport so fascinating. You can be the best practice skater and not the best competitor under pressure. We'll see. But certainly the men's category has improved this season from last season. They were certainly great skaters last year, but they didn't produce well in the competitions as much as the skaters this year have. Ladies category very strong yet again this season. Pairs outstanding. Of course, all the podium spots owned by Russian teams. There's a little bit in the class of their own. So well trained, good strong individual skaters, and have been together for the most case longer than some of the other teams. And the dance, well, the top dance teams come from a variety of different countries. Some great skating on the juniors, but as we mentioned before, a wide range of skill level. There's no qualifying process for getting to this competition. If you're an ISU member, you can send a skater. There's a look of Camden Pulkinen from the United States. Needs a top 2 finish here to punch his ticket to Vancouver. Knows it. Maybe a little bit more pressure on, but he's in a good spot to be able to get himself to the Grand Prix final, Junior Grand Prix final.
There is 1 minute left in this format.
And a look at the start order for this first group, just finishing up their warm-up. Remember to follow us Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and you can email me throughout the day at jgpbarton@gmail.com. jgpbarton@gmail.com. Let me know where you're watching from, what the device you're watching, any questions you've had of skating so far this season, your predictions, your favorite skater, any stories on our sport. And here we go. Look at Stefan Linderman, great German skater, European medalist, powerful performer,
on the ice,
now coach.
Germany, Jonathan Hess, Německo.
Jonathan, 18 years old, born in Regensburg, second Junior Grand Prix season, coached by Stefan Linderman. 67.35 personal best in the short program skating this morning to Who Wants to Live Forever, performed by David Garrett.
Jonathan Hess of Germany.
Well, Jonathan not right on top of his game or his feet today. First skater out, always a little difficult to set the stage, if you will, to be in your zone. It's morning, it's 11 o'clock. He's the first skater of the day, and you gotta be ready. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here's the triple Lutz. Pounds that pick into the ice on the takeoff. Has to do a three-turn. Good thinking there, and squeaks out a triple toe loop. So a little bit off there. Here's the triple flip attempt, but that pick went in pretty early. He looked like he wasn't ready for it. It's a beautiful double flip. Here's the triple axel right at the end of the program. Slips off slightly off balance on the takeoff edge. Gets outside the circle and has to go down on that. And has a problem getting some speed in this flying camel. Sort of just had to struggle with the elements today. Look, this is a good skater. He didn't skate his best in the short program. Strong, and he's powerful. Timing on takeoff, so critical. It's not how much power you have most often, it's the timing and how you use it. There in the kiss and cry with Stefan Lindemann. Be interesting to talk to Stefan about the difference on which side of the board he preferred to be, the skater or the coach.
This course, please, for Jonathan Hess. Jonathan has earned the
Short program score 47.93, and his reaction, he went, whoa, that's really low. Yeah, too many mistakes. It's okay, you're a good skater, got to come back on the free.
Next to skate, representing Andorra, Elvis Caubet, Andorra.
Elvis, 16 years old, first junior Grand Prix season, is coached by Vahey Gazarian. Skating the short program this morning to Follow Me by Muse.
When darkness falls and surrounds you, when you fall down, when you're scared and you're lost,
Elvis Caubet, Andorra.
A good example of a skater, certainly in the development stages, and not as much ice time and perhaps off ice as all the training environments as the other skaters have, and that's okay. That's what I talked about, the wide range of skaters in this competition. Let's take a look. Over rotates the double axel. Watch the upper body. He doesn't stop it. It just keeps turning right there into and out of that landing. You need to know when to bail out, when to check out, pull the arms out. Same thing with the Salchow. Over rotates. Watch the upper body. Just continue to turn. And you have to learn to stop. Starting the rotation, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easier than stopping it. You've got to push those arms out, push the free leg back. There's the double flip. Well, that's better and a little easier because you're not rotating so quickly in the air. So you have a sense of where you are. And then the flying camel at the end, loss of balance and hopping around. It's really difficult to get into a real camel position, that free leg has to be up at hip level or it's not classified as a camel spin. Out here trying, getting some experience, and skating with the other young men is always good to see what the other guys are doing. You get a little bit motivated, you go back home, you work on things a little bit more. So experience in the juniors is not about winning, it's about learning. For some it is about winning, but for a lot of them it is about development. All these young people need so much encouragement because you're developing your own personality, you have your own securities and insecurities, and then you put yourself out on an open piece of ice for everybody to look at, everybody to judge. Difficult in life, in any sport or activity. Let's take a look at the short program scores. 21.69 for Elvis, and he's currently in second place.
On the ice, representing Israel, David Ekod Berimberg, Israel.
David was born in Denmark, 16 years old, first junior Grand Prix season. He's coached by Leonid Berenberg and choreographed by Igor Cheniev. Skating the short program this morning to Fanatico by Edvin Martin.
David Igor Birimber from Israel.
Well, being balanced at the moment you explode off the ice is so critical. If you're a little bit off your blade, center of the blade, if you're a little off your hip and you push up into the air and you get on a lean, there's always trouble to pay for on the landing. And that, for David, was a little bit off in all of his takeoffs here. Here's a triple flip on a lean. You can see probably over-rotated that 3-turn a little bit too much before he put the pick in. Here's the triple Lutz again on a forward lean, too far forward in that takeoff, and a little bit to the side, and then the double axel. Although he gets it done, he's also a little bit off. You can't see it from that angle, but a little bit too far forward, but still pretty strong. But a nice sit spin at the end of the program. There's a jump, nicely centered, nice and low. Flexibility and strength required in these spins. Doesn't look like it because it looks like they're just staying in one position. They are, but they've got to be holding their body strong, staying in that position, and the flexibility required in the hips and in the back. Nice spin at the end of the program. You can do all these jumps. They just were on a lean on the takeoff today.
The scores, please, for
Take a look at the short program scores.
David has earned the short program
42.10 for the short program. That puts David currently into second place.
Next to skate, representing Bulgaria, Radoslav Marinov, Bulharsko.
Radoslav, 16 years old. This is his first Junior Grand Prix season. He's coached by Naden Borishev, choreographed in the short program by Frank Den. Skating the short this morning to Moondance by Michael Bublé.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the seems to whisper and hush, and all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know that time is just right. And straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Anytime I touch you, you just tremble inside, and I know
Radoslav Marinov of Bulgaria.
Well, a couple of sort of odd mistakes, or unusual mistakes, I'm sure, for Radoslav. Got him a little bit behind the music, so chasing it always a little bit. He's a pretty good skater. He's got some good skills, but wasn't on top of his game here this morning in the short program. We'll take a look at some of the elements. Generally speaking, he's a little bit too far back on the landings. The free leg gets stuck in front and he can't punch it back to sort of stabilize. Getting that free leg back pushes your upper body a little bit forward over top of the ball of the foot. Let's take a look here. Watch the free leg on the landing. It's way forward right there, and he can't push that back to get himself a little bit more forward on the landing blade. Triple flip, good height. He says, I gotta get more air time here to get out of that jump, and he does. Gets the free leg out slow. He lifted it up, he didn't push it back. And then the double axel, same thing. And the change has been here at the end of the program. Nice and low position. Of course, he had that other fall just after the triple flip, stroking backwards. Just lost his balance. It was costly as well. Mileage. Just more mileage. One of the reasons you're here, to gain some experience.
The scores, please, for Radoslav Marinov.
Short program score for Radoslav, 36.03.
And he's currently in third place.
Kind of smiles because he knows that was not good, but there's reasons for that score and things he can easily fix.
On the ice, representing Russia,
Better
Andrei
free
Mozalev,
program, I'm sure.
Rusko.
Andrei, 15 years old, born in St. Petersburg. This is his first Junior Grand Prix season. He's coached by Kirill Iakovlev. Skating short program this morning to Over and Over, performed by Frank Sinatra.
Inconceivable that I may be
Russia.
Well, technically so strong here in the short program. Great basic skating skills, as all the Russian skaters have. And the one area that certainly could work on is the hands, because the hands don't really, they're kind of not extended part of the arms. So it's the only thing that sort of stuck out for me as I was watching that. You know, to get out of your own country makes you a better skater. He's got tough competition in Russia, as all the skaters do, and it makes them better just to fight to get on a team. They're taught to use full movement. Look at the triple axel here on a lean, but hangs in there, gets that skating foot down, settles into the hip, secures the landing. Beautifully done. Here's a triple flip. This is nice as well. Right on top. Take a look at the hands. Notice the detail of that. They're just kind of hanging out there. They're open, not quite extended out of the arms. Let's take a look at the triple Lutz at the end of the program. Free leg back, triple toe loop. Wow, was that ever nice. He uses the full range of movement in the choreography. So nice. Look at the soft, deep edges right into the sit spin at the end of the program. So well taught and trained. Beautiful sit spin position. Now, a small detail, but just working with those hands. Gonna polish it up just a little bit more, but boy, so solid. Yet another strong skater.
Нашей школе привет, директор Дате Анатольевне, всем большой привет нашей команде и отдельным привет моей дочке Маше, любимой дочке.
Лехе, Жоре, Роде.
Пошел.
Феде, всем.
Всем передал? Ну, молодец.
This course, please, for Andrei Mozalev.
Short program score for Andrei.
Andrei has earned in the short program
78.83. Nice score. Handshake and a hug from the coach. He's currently in first place. Great job. Look at the top 5 so far.
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Camden Pulkinen.
And Camden's 18 years old, born in Scottsdale, Arizona, third Junior Grand Prix season, coached by Tom Skrzycek and choreographed by Stefan Lambiel and Tom Dixon. 76.15 personal best, earned that week 2 in Linz, Austria on the Junior Grand Prix. Skating the short program to Oblivion by Astor Piazzolla.
Camden Pulkinen, the United States of America.
Well, Camden puts himself into a trance, and we're going to see that at the beginning of the replays. You'll see his opening pose, his focus in his eyes. Great athletes, they almost piercing with their eyes. They're internal. They put themselves in a bubble. They're focused on their task at hand, and he didn't come out of that trance until almost before he took the bow. Tremendous focus under competition and stress. Beautiful movements. He doesn't do the movements. He feels the movements. Great choreography, feels every move, takes his time, he's patient. Look at the face and the focus. Those eyes don't budge. Completely focused. Taking his time, breathing slowly before he starts the movement. Beautiful. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here's the triplets. Triple toe. We'll take another look at this and look at the feet in the air, nice and tight and tucked together. Look how tight they are there. See how that free leg lifts up? The left leg lifts up and checks back. Didn't have a lot of speed on the landing of the triple toe. That's okay. That's being picky. But here's the triple axel. Rode that right off the end of the edge. Right on top of that blade. See that speed? He wasn't on the toe picks. He carried that speed right on the landing. Here's the triple flip. And how nice was that as well? Right, and move here. He stays focused, stays, doesn't break it, keeps it, keeps it, keeps it. Okay. Now he comes back to reality. Really well done. Just a little insight into tremendous competitive focus.
Hey everyone.
Great program. Should see some good scores here. Because it's not just the jumps, the quality of that, it's the quality of everything he did. All the beautiful edges, the beautiful movement, and the feeling he gave you as he performed to and with the music. Nice.
The scores, please, for Camden Pulkinen.
Let's watch for Tom's reaction. Little fist pump here, I hope. 81.01. Okay. A nod of the head. Season's best. Camden Pulkinen currently in first place. Great job.
The next group of skaters may now take the ice for their warm-up. Starting number 7, Mihhail Selevko from Estonia. Starting number 8, Mitsuki Sumoto from Japan.
And a look at the current results. Camden Pulkinen just finished skating 81.01. What a great program. Andrei Mozalev from Russia, 78.83. And Jonathan Hess from Germany, 47.93. Your top three so far. 3 more groups yet to skate. Oh, we received a nice email from Nick in Australia, in Melbourne. Loving the coverage. Fortunately, it's a long weekend here. The hours I've been keeping from staying up late are a bit hilarious. Yeah, big time change from up here. Remember to follow us Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Love to hear from you. Hear your comments and questions. We have such an opportunity to chat about skating, share our ideas, have a few laughs, watch some great skating, or get inspired by some of these young people pursuing excellence at such a young age. And also remember, you can email me, jgpbarton@gmail.com. jgpbarton@gmail.com. Love to hear from you.
Gentlemen, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
Last few instructions. Coach working to focus their student.
First to skate in this group, representing Estonia, Mihhail Selevko, Estonsko.
Mikhail, 15 years old, second Junior Grand Prix season, born in Tallinn. Coached by Irina Kononova, 54.32 personal best. And short program skating this morning to perfect by Ed Sheeran.
I found a love for me, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone
Mihhail Selevko, Estonia.
This is a perfect piece of music for Mikhail. Had a nice, easy rhythm. He has great soft knees when he skates, so music was calm, and so was he. We take a look at the first element in the replays. It's double axel, but watch the soft knees and the turns just before it. Has great rhythm. Here's some nice turns. Look at those deep edges. Does a little 3-turn right up into the double axel. Nice strong back, straight triple flip. This was beautiful. Solid right on top. Pushes that free leg back, so he's right in the middle of the blade, middle to forward part. Here's the triple toe. Really patient in between because he had to get the free leg back and then reloads up into the second one. Very patient. Maybe a little under-rotated in the second jump. Yeah, it is under-rotated in the system. And here's the flying camel. Very difficult for guys, especially at this stage or age, because they're not quite as flexible. You have to work at that. I remember what that used to feel like. Yeah, nicely done. Calm and patient. Didn't rush. Good job. Thank you, Alexandra from Norway, sending that email about Camden's skate. Here are the scores. The short program for Mikhail. Season's best, 55.65. Not a lot of joy there in the kiss and cry, but good job. Season's best. Currently in third place.
Next to skate, representing Japan, Mitsuki Sumoto, Japonsko.
Mitsuki, 17 years old, 4th Junior Grand Prix season, born in Nazumi City. He's coached by Yoshinari Onishi, 74.13. Second place in Bratislava, week 1 on this year's Junior Grand Prix. Needs a top 2 finish here to guarantee a spot to Vancouver Junior Grand Prix final skating. The short program to Tosca by Buccini.
Mitsuki Sumoto, Japan.
Well, you can see by Mitsuki's expression at the end, some lost points, lost opportunity. Such a good skater. First element that we'll see, the triple axel, I think was a little under-rotated. We'll take a close look at the feet as well. And then the three-turn between the two jumps in the combination. Just points that doesn't normally give away. Here's the triple axel, arms and free legs straight through. A little bit on a lean, he didn't get all the way around. Watch the landing. He's on a big lean on that takeoff. And that foot is an under rotation. It is under rotated in the system. And here's a look at the jump combination, triple Lutz. Just the free leg got lifted up. He couldn't get it back right away. Has to do a three-turn into the triple toe loop. But good save on the triple flip. That was nice. Good flow on the landing. Mitsuki had a good competition in Bratislava, looking for a top finish here, trying to make that Grand Prix final in Vancouver.
The scores, please, for
take a look at the short program scores. Still should be not too bad.
Mitsuki has earned in the short program
67.85 for Mitsuki, and that puts him currently into third place. And a look at your top five so far.
Next to skate, representing Sweden, Andreas Nordebäck.
Andreas, 14 years old, first junior Grand Prix season, born in Stockholm. Skating the short program to Hallelujah, performed by Axel Rudy Pell.
Heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
Andreas Nordebäck, Sweden.
Well, what a nice skater. Just 14 years old. He's got some great skills. What a different version of Hallelujah as well. Much stronger beat, faster rhythm, a little rock-like. Unique and interesting. Good job. This young man's got some abilities and skill to unfold over the next 4 years till he's 18, gain strength. Be a lot of fun to watch this. Here's the triple Lutz, hands over the head, so nice. Really patient to get up into the triple toe loop to complete that. Here's the double axel. Arms swing around a little bit, don't lift up. That might be a bit of a problem for the triple, but he'll fix that. Here's the triple flip. A little bit of a lean, but keeps that hand off the ice and keeps himself right on top of the landing foot. Nicely done. Good back camel. Grabs the leg. Nice flexibility. Keep that while you're young. Combinations, change combinations, been level 4 right at the end of the program. Very nice job.
This first place for Andreas Nordebäck.
Short program score. Intensely waiting for those numbers to come up. 63.04. He's pretty impressed with that. He earned it. Should be happy with it. Slam dunk. He's currently in 4th place. That's great. There's a look at your top 5 so far in the competition.
Next to skate, representing Belarus, Mikalai Kazlou.
Mikalai, 14 years old, 2nd Junior Grand Prix season, born in Kobrin. 38.10 personal best, earning that week 1 in the Junior Grand Prix. And skating to music by Hans Zimmer.
Mikalai Kazlou, Belarus.
I remember that stage of development where feeling that if I could just muscle it and yank it and pull it and shove it, a jump, that it would work. And that's not the case in development. It's technique. It's using the momentum of the motion across the ice and converting that into rotation. And here's the triple loop. This converted into rotation pretty quickly, under rotated, does a turn into the double toe loop. Okay, that's okay, it's a good start. But watch the takeoff edge on this. It slips out, watch the left foot, slips right there. He missed the pick, and that just slipped out from underneath him. Pops that into, well, basically nothing. It wasn't even the axle. So, and then here's the triple flip. This does not convert into tight rotation, all kind of loose in the air. He's got really nice shoulders and back, good posture. It's a nice step sequence. There's a lot of really good things about his skating, but I remember you just try as a young man to force the jump to happen. And once you learn to let it happen with the momentum that you've gained through stroking or through the flow, you're like, oh wow, this is way easier than I thought it was. He hasn't discovered that yet, but that'll be coming up very shortly, I'm sure. He's got some nice physical skills and abilities. It's just getting confidence in the technique. Of course, the technical panel will take a fair amount of time here looking at the landings of each jump. How much under-rotated, downgraded was it? The good thing is the technical panel apply the standards that they've set at the beginning of the competition all the way through to all skaters.
The scores, please, for Mikalai Kazlou. Mikalai
Short program score 32.06, and that puts Mikalai currently in 9th place.
On the ice, representing Spain, Aleix Gabara, Španělsko.
Alex, 19 years old, born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. 3rd Junior Grand Prix season, coached and choreographed by Patrick Cap-Martin and Marta Andrade. Skating short program here in Ostrava, Tel Aviv.
Je vous parle d'un temps que les moins de 20 ans ne peuvent pas connaître. Mon enfant ce temps-là, accroché les cellulaires jusque sous nos fenêtres, et si l'humble garni qui nous servait de nid ne payait pas de mine, c'est là qu'on s'est connus, moi qui criais famille et toi qui posais nu. La bonne, ça voulait dire on est heureux. La bohème, nous ne mangions qu'un jour sur deux. Dans les cafés voisins, nous étions quelques-uns qui attendions la gloire. Et bien que miséreux, avec le ventre creux, nous cessions d'y croire. Et quand quelques bistrots, contre un bon repas chaud, nous prenaient une toile, nous récitions des vers groupés autour du poêle en oubliant l'hiver. La bohème, ça voulait dire
Aleix Gabara, Spain.
Quite a different version of La Boheme for sure. Nice posture, good edges, and good work on the step sequence. Soft knees, worked in rhythm with the music. I really had a feel for the music, which was really nice, and pretty strong skater. Doesn't get all the way around on all the jumps. Let's take a look at the triple sow, triple toe loop. This lifts up into a pretty tight rotation all the way around there. It didn't have a lot of speed coming out of that triple sow, therefore it didn't have a lot to work with, and that triple toe loop was downgraded by the technical panel. There's a mispick and couldn't get into tight rotation. Had to double the intended triple flip. There's the double axel here. Little bracket before sets that edge up. A little bit of a lean, didn't lift way up in the air, but you're certainly strong enough to get all the way around on that. And the change combination spin, loses the center right off the top and then gets himself centered. Needs a little work on that back camel position. And continues on. Level 2 change combination spin, didn't accomplish perhaps that back camel, so only gets a level 2 on this. And then the crossfoot spin right at the end, just a little unbalanced, but still some nice skating throughout, especially in the step sequence. And he had to fight for some of those technical elements.
This verse, please, for Aleix Gabara.
Short program score for Alex, 43.93 for the short program. That puts him currently into 7th position.
On the ice, representing Ukraine, Kyrylo Lishenko, Ukraine.
Kyrylo, just 13 years old, born in Kiev, first Junior Grand Prix season, second event this year, skating the short program, To Who You Really Are by David Arnold.
Kyrylo Lishenko, Ukraine.
Well, you saw it all in his face right at the very end. He says, oh, jeez, missed that opportunity. Popped 2 jumps. And, you know, sometimes you just don't know why it happens. You feel good, you're in there, and all of a sudden it pops open, and you're not sure why that happened. And you have to go back and make sure that don't take anything for granted. You've got to turn the jumps. Even if you go down, you've got to turn them, because once you let the body open just on instinct, it'll just continue to do that. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here's the triple toe loop. Stepped out of this, watch the free leg in front. At the end, gets stuck, comes way up too high, and doesn't get back. Got to punch the free leg back. And here's the double flip. Wanted to be a triple. Nice double. Wasn't a triple. Here's the change sit spin. This is a nice low position. Turn the toe a little bit out a bit more, but look how centered he is, just exactly in one spot. Then he'll push himself up into a little jump, right back down into one spot. Really nicely done. That change sit spin was a level 3 with a plus GOE. And here's the single axle. Really unfortunate here. You have to do a double, and that again popped into a single. And that's the sign. That's his frustration. Watch the reaction right here. And he goes, ugh. Yeah, I felt that many times in my life. I know. But I know this young man won't let that happen next time. You don't want to miss those opportunities. He's good enough. He's good. He can do it. He just didn't.
The scores, please, for Kyrylo Lishenko. Kyrylo has earned in the short program 32.85 points.
32.85 for Kyrylo. That puts him currently into 10th spot.
The event will continue after the ice resurfacing with warm-up.
Feeling down at the moment. Regroup. Get yourself ready for the free program. Here's a look at the results so far after 2 groups. Camden Pulkinen of the United States, 81.01. Andrei Mozalev of Russia, 78.83. And Mitsuki Sumoto of Japan, 67.85. Your top 3, and a look at the rest of the standings. We'll take a short break for a nice resurfacing. 2 groups of men yet to come. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Večerem jsem tam odseděla i ty
Nymburské krasobruslení reprezentuje na ostravském podniku Grand Prix Daniel Mráza.
A Daniel je nesmírně pracovitý, cílevědomý člověk, takže s ním je spolupráce výhodná.
Jak jste spokojený s tím, co zvládá zatím ve svém věku?
Tak určitě by mohl zapracovat, měl více na tom trojtimaxu, jelikož ta světová elita těch krasobruslařů, pokud se budeme bavit o těch nejlepších, tak na to věku už se pádí tyto náročnější skoky, plus samozřejmě i nějaké škarné, takže budeme se snažit jako pracovat na tom, ale Dan zatím to, co umí, tak si myslím, že rozhodně špatné není.
Daniel ví, že je v Ostravě velmi těžká konkurence, ale bude bojovat do posledního dechu.
Samozřejmě nejradši by byl nejlepší, ale to nejde, musím makat a pak se uvidí, no.
Pokud chcete od Daniela Mrázka slyšet sny o olympiádě či mistrovství světa dospělých, pak máte smůlu. Dan má jiné priority.
Můj cíl čtvrtý skok a pak se uvidí. Když tady bude někdo lepší než já, tak třeba s tím čtvrtým skokem se tam nemusím dostat, ale prostě teď můj cíl. Rád bych skočil čtvrtý skok ve své kariéře.
Já bych byl rád, kdyby jsme obstojně stáli v rámci jako nějakých mezinárodních soutěží a nechtěl bych předbíhat, abych říkal titul mistra světa nebo olympijský vítěz, ale prostě abychom zapadli do nějaké té světové třídy a mohli tam mít hlavu stečnou a chodit někde v zákoutí.
Radek Jakubka pomalu končí svou solovou dráhu, protože se dal pro sportovní dvojice dohromady s Anou Duškovou. Přesto na ISU Grand Prix do Ostravy přijal na soutěž jednotlivců, protože Anička ještě není zcela fit.
Solovou dráhu jsem měl končit minulou sezónu, ale vzhledem k tomu, že Anička teďka nemůže bruslit, tak ještě pokračuju v sole a uvidíme, jak to bude dál.
Anna Dušková se svým bývalým partnerem Martinem Vinařem stala juniorskou mistryní světa, takže laťka je nastavená hodně vysoko.
Na jednu stranu mám určitě obavy, ale na druhou stranu zase Anička umí spoustu věcí úplně dokonale a když jí něco nebude, tak mě opraví a půjdeme hodně rychle nahoru, si myslím.
Cíle ve sportovních dvojicích jsou v případě Radka Jakubky a Ani Duškové ty nejvyšší.
Rozhodně budeme mít cíle mezi dospělými a určitě se připravujeme na další olympiádu. S tím bychom se tam rádi dostali a rádi bychom se umístili co nejvíc.
Matyas Belohradsky, svěřenec trenérů Kopřivové a Wernera, platí za jeden z největších talentů českého krasobruslení. Velkou výhodu má nejen v tom, že se o něj starají věhlasní trenéři, ale také v osobě svého staršího bratra, vynikajícího krasobruslaře Jiřího.
Radíme se tak navzájem, no. Je to super, když mám to sparring partnera na tom.
Co ti říká nejčastěji?
No občas nějaký ty chyby v těch těžších skocích mi poradí třeba, jak to dělat, no. To je super.
Matyáš už má za sebou řadu úspěchů, přesto zůstal obyčejným, skromným klukem.
Moje kariéra je super, zatím ty Grand Prix, třetí místo na Grand Prix, za to jsem fakt rád. A i ty domácí šampionáty, to bylo jako super, ale teďka bych se snažil uspět na tu medaili, no.
Je perfektní. Je to takový pravý venkovský klub. Myslím si, že umí všechny trojky skoky, trojky akce není ještě tak perfektní. Že velice dobře, jak tady před chvílí ještě čtvrtý hotová. A to jsou takové základní skoky, které by měl dneska takový mladý závodník přednést.
Matyáš Belohradský a Vlasta Kopřivová působí jako harmonická dvojice závodních trenérka, ale není to tak docela pravda. Velké spory mají například kvůli Matyášově účesu.
Loni na mistrovství republiky měl takový zvláštní účes, že jsem z toho měla
Welcome back, everyone, to Ostrava, Czech Republic, Day 2 of competition, ISU Junior Grand Prix 2018. here this week. Perfect fall weather for a skating competition. Look at the Ostrava Arena live inside. Group 3 of the men about to take to the ice for their warm-up. Young man in the red jacket, Aleksa Rakic of Canada, skates on the West Coast in Vancouver. Second Junior Grand Prix competition.
Starting number 13,
experience gained
Russia.
For all these young men.
Number 14, Yerevan, Republic of South Africa.
And a look at the current standings.
Number 15, Aleksa Rakic, Canada. Number 16, Matyas Belohradsky, Czech Republic. Number 17, Michal Wozniak, Poland. Number 18, Noah Bodenstein, Switzerland.
Just a reminder, we want as many people as possible to subscribe to the ISU YouTube, Junior Grand Prix YouTube channel. If you have a device that you see a ISU logo in the bottom right-hand part of the screen, just click on that and subscribe. We're on a big campaign to get as many people signed up as possible so we can alert you when new videos are uploaded, and especially when we're live on the Junior Grand Prix. Keep you up to date so you don't miss a moment of the skating season. Also, remember to email me. Need some stories. A little communication here so I can pass some of the messages on. You can email me at jgpbarton@gmail.com, jgpbarton@gmail.com. Love hearing from the viewers from around the world. Had some great stories last week on the Senior B Autumn Classic from Canada. Viewers from Brazil and Chile, Baghdad, Tehran, all over the world. It's not just the figure skating nations that love this sport. It's getting discovered worldwide. Future live fan engagement, maybe some future skaters as well.
There is 1 minute left in this warm-up. 1 minute.
Oh, that's a nice email by Kasvini. Please tell the skaters that there's, although the rink looks empty, there's 2,000 plus viewers on YouTube. That will actually fill up the arena pretty well. It's true. Sylvia woke up at 5:30 East Coast in the US to watch Camden. And I'm not a morning person. Good thing, skated clean. Well worth getting up for. Thank you for that, Sylvia.
On the ice representing Russia, Kirill Iakovlev, Rusko.
Kirill, 15 years old, first Junior Grand Prix season, second Junior Grand Prix this season. 70.35 personal best in the short program, earning that week 3 in Lithuania, skating to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Kirill Iakovlev, Russia.
One of the nice things about Kirill's skating is that all the connections, the connecting steps and transitions between the elements. The elements themselves are beautifully done. no question. But he doesn't just stroke up and down for the elements. He's got some connecting turns and movements. Still many more to come for sure, but it's a good start at such a young age. Let's take a look at some of those elements in the program. Here's the triple flip, good speed through the takeoff, straight in the air. Wow, how nice is that? That's got to be a nice positive GOE, and it is. Here's the double axel. Okay, probably working on the triple. Not there yet, maybe. Triple Lutz, straight back, nice and straight in the air, reloads, pushes himself up higher to get clear on that triple toe loop. That's really nicely done, and some traveling 3 turns into the change combination spin. Pretty good camel. Beautiful low sit spin, turned out toe, stretch free leg, stays in one spot. Nice, very nice.
The scores, please, for Kirill Iakovlev, Russia. Kirill has earned his short program
72.23, season's best. That puts Kirill currently into 3rd place. And a look at your top 5 so far.
On the ice, representing Republic of South Africa, Evan Rage.
Evan, 18 years old, born in Cape Town, 2nd Junior Grand Prix season. He's coached and choreographed by Danton Broderick. Skating his short program to Feeling Good by Anthony Newley.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Evan Range, Republic of South Africa.
Well, we could see with Evan, the triple flip was so beautiful. We know he can do that triple Lutz. They're not so dissimilar. One off the outside edge, one off the inside edge. Just was on a lean. Let's take a look at that first element. A little bit too far forward. No, quite a bit far forward. The picks couldn't hold him. And ice shatters and goes down. But watch the triple flip. Straight down, straight up. That was nice. Some nice bracket turns, steps right up into the double axle. Nice and tight in the air. Again, a little bit too far forward on the landing. The good news about being forward is you're probably not going to fall because your picks will hold you. The bad news is your picks will slow you down, so you lose the quality. You want to be just behind those picks on the ball of the foot. Let that blade continue to run. It's so easy to say, not easy to do. Takes time.
Hi Gareth, hi Rena. Hi guys.
The scores please for Evan Range of the Republic of South Africa. Evan has earned
Short program score 39.20 for the short. Puts Evan currently into 10th place.
Next to skate, representing Canada, Aleksa Rakic.
Aleksa, 14 years old, born in New Westminster, just a suburb of Vancouver. First Junior Grand Prix season, second competition, coached by Joanne McLeod, coached here by Neil Wilson, choreography by Mark Pillay. Skating to the Blower's Daughter by Damien Rice.
So it is just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is a shorter story. No love, no glory. No hero in her sky. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes. And so it is. The colder water, the blower's daughter, the pupil in I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes. I can't take my mind off of you. I can't take my mind off of you. can't take my mind.
Aleksa Rakic, Canada.
Well, the great work that was done with Aleksa was between the warm-up and the program, because he had some challenges on the triple lutz, triple toe in the warm-up, went down. A couple of times he had some challenges on it. Corrections were made on the time after the warm-up. You can see them going through that right there. He kept over that left side on that takeoff, got that done. Calm and precise skater, lovely. Here's the look of the triple lutz, stays on top of that left hip this time, goes straight up, gets the free leg back, patient, gets up high, gets the triple toe loop done very nicely there. The double axel's getting better. Back edge, steps right down, arms back, free leg through. Good boy, nice and quick on that takeoff. That's really improving. And here's the triple flip, a number of turns. This looks so easy. Right on top, beautiful arm movement at the end of that. Just more speed. He's young, and he's first time out in the Junior Grand Prix. As he gains his strength, carries more aggressiveness and speed into those jumps with more flow, as the top boys have in this, top men, pardon me, have in this event. That's going to come along, but he has all the other skills and a sensitivity with the music. It's beautiful. Nice job.
Yeah.
The scores, please, for Aleksa Rakic of Canada. Aleksa.
Should be a pretty good score here. 66.01, season's best in the short program. Smile, big smile by Aleksa. Out of the back by Neil. Great work, gentlemen. Puts Aleksa currently into 5th place.
On the ice, representing the Czech Republic, Matyas Belohradsky.
Matyas, 17 years old, second Junior Grand Prix season, skating here at home, coached by Vlasta Koprivova and Thomas Werner. 60.23 personal best, earning that week 3 in Lithuania, skating the chambermaid swing by Pavor Stellar.
Matyas Belohradsky, Czech Republic.
Well, all you have to do is read the expression on his face. This is a very, very talented skater. Lots of fun to watch. So good. All the elements are so good. But, you know, he loses something in competition. Loses, maybe gets a little numb. Not quite sure where he is and feeling every moment. But it's going to come. It's going to come in time. He wants it now. Who doesn't? Everybody does. But it's never as easy as it seems, no matter how good you are. And you think, I've got this. Then you slip, you don't. Just mileage. Here's the triple Lutz. Watch him slip right, boom, off this edge. He wasn't right on top of the skate, on a bit of a lean, let the body break forward. That's a problem. Here's the double axel. It's okay. Still has to fight for the landing, but did. Here's the triple flip. This is under rotated. And then that edge pushes out. Watch the landing right here, and the edge pushes right to the side. Can't get the free leg back. He's too far back on the heel. Watch again on the feet. Back on the heel. Boom. And down he goes. And there, at that point, he got, you know, pretty disappointed. But you still have to perform. And he did. We'll see a lot from this young man. We don't know when. That'll be up to him. But he certainly has the abilities and the skill. Highly, highly skilled. And can he present that in competition? That is the next skill to be learned. Written all over his face. What happened? Thomas Werner knows what that feeling is and has come back from one of the top skaters in Europe for so many years. Didn't always skate well. Had to go through the same process. 48.51 for the short program. Matyas is currently in 8th place.
On the ice, representing Poland, Michal Wozniak, Polsko.
Mikai currently, 19 years old, second Junior Grand Prix season. Skating the short program to Heartbreak Hotel and Hard-Handed Woman, both by Elvis Presley.
Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lone Street, that Heartbreak Hotel. I've been just so lonely, baby. I'm so lonely. I've been so lonely, I could die. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry and blue.
Michal Wozniak, Poland.
Well, too bad about the axle. We'll take a look at that takeoff edge slipping out. You've got to be right on top of that takeoff leg. If you're on a lean at all on the takeoff, that edge will just slip away from you. It's not like a toe jump. Let's take a look at the triple Lutz. A couple steps coming in. Back straight up into it. Gets pretty good rotation. Pretty slow on the landing, but it gets the double toe loop done. Under-rotated actually on the double toe loop. Here's a look at the triple flip. Kind of loose in the air. That'll be downgraded. In fact, in the judging system, you need to tighten those legs up. Spin faster. Here's the double axel. Watch the left foot. Watch it. Slips right there on that takeoff. Upper body got outside that takeoff leg. Nice sit spin right at the end of the program. Nice and low and centered. Maybe a little bit of movement, not too much. Never easy skating with Elvis Presley. There's so much energy in his voice, and much depends on the success of your elements to whether you have that energy to match the music. Oh. Happy skater in the kiss and cry. Always a always a great scene.
Najgorsze jest i tak. To tak moralnie.
The scores please for Michal Wozniak, Poland. Michal has earned in his short program.
Short program 36.94. That puts Michal currently into 13th position. And there's a look at your top three.
On the ice, representing Switzerland, Noah Bodenstein, Švýcarsko.
Noah, just 13 years old, first junior Grand Prix season, born in Lausanne, coached by Stefan Lambiel, choreographed by Salome Brunner, skating short program to Overture by Tofat by Irving Berlin.
Bodenstein, Switzerland.
Well, what great knees, great rhythm in the steps, especially feeling for performance. Really fun to watch this young skater. As he gets stronger, gets those elements secure. Did some good work on the triple toe, probably under-rotated it is in the system, second triple toe, but still good work to get both those jumps done. He's running to the kiss and cry. Great personality. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here's the triple toe. Good speed coming in the first one. Got that clear, no problem. Lost a little bit of speed in between, didn't get quite as high, under-rotated, that's okay, stood up on both. Here's the double flip. I think it was supposed to be a triple, at least in the planned program sheet. Okay, the nice clean double. Here's some of the steps here. You can see his performance, he's taking his time, full range of movement. Nice, strong edges, working, leaning into the edge, working with the music. Just a great part of the program. You can see for things to come, he's going to be a real entertaining skater. Let's take a look at the double axel, arms and free leg back, straight up into the air. Good, solid landing, nice soft knees, inside turn there, and then into the change combination spin. Got some very nice skills, still very young. Lots of power and strength yet to come to this young man, which will only help him. Very nice.
The scores for Noah Bodenstein of Switzerland. Noah has earned in his short program
51.98. A little nod of approval. And that puts Noah currently into 8th place. High five. Very nice.
The last group of skaters may now take the ice for their warm-up. In this group we will see
And a look at the standings so far. Camden Pulkinen of the United States, a beautiful 81.01. Andrei Mozalev of Russia, 78.83. And Kirill Iakovlev of Russia, also 72.23. A look at the rest of the field so far after 3 groups. Last group on the ice for their warm-up. Some great skaters in this flight. Hopefully they can come to the ice with their best in their program.
And Lucas Strelec, Denmark, Danske. There is 1 minute left in this warm-up. Gentlemen, this warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice. Thank you. On the ice, representing the Czech Republic, Radek Jakubka.
Radek, 17 years old, third Junior Grand Prix season, coached and choreographed by Eva Horklova. Skating the short program to You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban.
Radek Jakubka, Czech Republic.
Well, you saw an immediate smile going to Radek's face. Thrilled with that performance in front of his hometown fans. He's still wearing that smile proudly. What a great skate. So relaxed on the triple flip, a little tight on the Lutz, but got it done, and then just settled into his feet and skated with confidence, fluidity, and security. Yeah, really nice job. Let's take a look. A pretty tall young man, eh? Here's the triple Lutz, straight back, nice and high, gets the free leg back, he's patient, then gets the triple toe up higher. Okay, that was under his belt. Now he can just let it go. Here's the double axel, arms and free legs, lift him straight up. Nice landing. And watch this triple flip. This was just so nice and relaxed and easy. Great timing on the takeoff. Solid on the landing, right into a spread eagle. How nice was that? And change sit spin at the end of the program. Just one of those great skates that you remember in your life, that it all felt quite comfortable. There's that smile right there. Yes, I did it. Great moments.
Scores, please, for Radek Jakubka of the Czech Republic.
And this smile.
Radek has earned his
short program score 60.44 for Radek. He's pleased with that. Puts him currently into 7th place.
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Jonathan Young.
Jonathan, 17 years old, born in St. Paul, Minnesota. First junior Grand Prix season. He's coached by Ben Miller, choreographed in the short program by Molly Obastar.
Jonathan Young, United States of America.
Well, Jonathan was so anxious to get going. He's like a racehorse. He's so quick and agile. He's full of adrenaline and just powered his way in the beginning of that program. And then he popped that Lutz. And then he got a little unsteady throughout the program. He's just raw abilities and talent. Likes to dance and move to the music. All the things you want to see in a great skater. And he is one. Maybe not tonight because it wasn't all delivered. Watch how quickly he puts this pick in, pop. This didn't get in that rotation position. Tries to get the triple toe loop. That's downgraded. Okay, so now he's got to refocus here. Triple flip. You can see how high he can get. How nice and easy he rotates, but collapsed a little bit on the landing. Double axel. Okay. Yeah, little arm movements there. This young man can dance. He's got skills for sure. All that passion and adrenaline to push in performance or technical first and performance second, or hey, both of them at the same time. That's hard to do, but this young man will be able to do it. Maybe not tonight. Wasn't all there. You could see all the abilities there. Puts a lot of energy out because every step is detailed, great choreography, great movement, great performance.
I miss you guys. You guys are watching.
The scores, please, for Jonathan Young, the United States of America. Jonathan
Short program score for Jonathan, 49.28. He's currently in 10th place.
On the ice, representing Canada, Joseph Fan, Canada.
Joseph, 17 years old. This is his third Junior Grand Prix season, born in Montreal. He's coached by Brian Orser. He's choreographed by Jeffrey Buttle. 63.35 personal best in the short program. Week number 3 in Lithuania, skating to Million Eyes.
Joseph Fan, Canada.
Well, really good skaters and competitors skate clean even when it's a little bit off. I'm not saying his program was off by any means, but he had some challenges in the warm-up. I was watching the warm-up, and the triple axel was, you know, a little challenge here or there. Obviously got some great experience coaching in between that warm-up and his skate, and this young man pulled it together in the program. Starting to mature as a competitor, always good as a skater, no question with that. Great skating skills, speed and flow across the ice. Let's take a look. You'll see a little bit of a lean on the triple Lutz, but this was so good. He managed just to save that, get the free leg back, get himself up nice and high and straight on the triple toe loop to solidify that jump combination. Here's the triple axel, falls right off the end of the edge. I mean, follow through right off the end of the edge and holds on to that landing. So good work there. There's the triple flip, traveling 3 turns, backs right up over the pick, nice and straight. Pretty solid landing there as well. And then watch this change combination spin. Nice fast camel spin. Centered, very quick and fast sit spin. You're watching in slow motion, but still pretty fast. Change combination has been at a level 4 with a nice plus GOE. Judges giving some extra points for the quality of that element. And the kiss and cry with really, truly one of the great coaches, if not the best coach in the world at the moment. From a competitive perspective, for sure. Brian Orser, 2-time Olympic silver medalist himself, has been through it all. Brings a lot of experience to his skaters.
The scores, please, for Joseph Fan of Canada.
Short program scores for Joseph.
Joseph
should be pretty good. 73.74, season's best. That puts Joseph currently into 3rd place. And a look at your top 5.
On the ice, representing Georgia, Irakli Maysuradze, Georgia.
Irakli, 18 years old. Saw this short program in practice today. Just a great program. Hope he can keep it all together. Such a fine skater. We'll see. Skating to Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Irakli Maysuradze, Georgia.
Well, first, let's make that clear. This is a really good skater, no question. Lots of energy in that program, details and performance and steps, and he's such a good technician as well. Now, was the program what it was this morning? No, it wasn't. He was loose and free and just really enjoyed the performance. A little bit tight here this afternoon in the performance. You can see some of the landings were just a little bit messy, but still, what a full package. He can perform, he's musical, he can jump, he can spin. He's got great skills. Just need to let that loose a little bit more in the competition. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here's the triple Lutz, triple toe loop. That was nice. Good flow in between the two jumps, a little forward on the landing. You can see just grabbed that, but with his toe picks, saved himself from going down. Triple axel, once again, pretty good on the takeoff, but a little tight on the landing, has to do a step out. Sort of small little mess. Number two, here's the twizzles. Holding the blade up into the triple flip. Again, just a little bit of a rough landing. And some of the steps in some of the moves in the steps. Great work there. Lots of transitions. He's not an up and down skater. He performs every step, every moment, every note. Just lost some points on the quality of the elements. Got them done, but not well. He can do them well. Saw them beautiful this morning. But this afternoon, a little bit different.
The scores, please, for Irakli Maysuradze of Georgia. Irakli has earned his short program
60.88 for the short program. That puts Irakli currently in 8th place.
On the ice, representing the Czech Republic,
Danielle, 15 years old, coached and choreographed by Monika Skonikova. 50.91 personal best, earned that week 2 in the Junior Grand Prix in Linz, Austria. Skating his short program this afternoon to the Phantom of the Opera by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Daniel Mrazek, Czech Republic.
Well, he had a good smile on his face at the end of the program. Good skate for Daniel. Got all the jumps, just had the fall, and we'll look at that. Don't know exactly what happened, just lost his balance in the steps. We'll see that in a minute. But got the technical elements done here this afternoon in front of his home crowd. Let's take a look. Here's the triple Lutz. Good speed. A little bit forward on the landing. Doesn't have a lot of speed going up into the second jump, which was supposed to be a triple, but he went for the double, made that combination work. Here's a look at some of the steps, see what happened on the fall. Oh, he just leaned a little bit too much, caught the heel in the ice, went down unexpectedly. Here's the triple flip. It's 3 turn forward, back straight up in the air. Nice. A little tighter in the air, quicker, and rotation is going to help as he's moving into the quads and the triple axel. Spread eagle right up into the double axel. A little too far forward, but hung on to that landing. And change sit spin. Look at this little circles he's spinning on, just perfect, nicely centered. Well, you could see that nod of approval by him as soon as he broke from that closing position. Big smiles. Happy with the skate here this afternoon.
Daniel has earned in his short program 49.25.
49.25 for the short program. That puts Daniel currently into 13th place. It's okay. With a good skate. Pleased with that.
Our last skater, representing Denmark, Lukas Strelec, Dansko.
Lukas, 16 years old, from Denmark, first Junior Grand Prix season. Final skater of the short program skating To Build a Home by Cinematic Orchestra.
Lukas Strelec, Denmark.
Well, Lucas, strong young man, just working on getting those rotation positions. Look, he over-rotated that triple toe loop. Beautiful in the air, nice and quick and fast. Over-rotated. Here's the look, double flip. And the free legs just loose up on his leg, slow on the way out. Double axel, watch again the legs in the air. Just needs to tighten them up and check it out, check the jump out a little quicker. Certainly has the strength. We saw a beautiful quick rotation on the flip, or the toe loop, pardon me. So we know he has it. Good camel spin. In the change combination spin. Level 1. Father and son in the kiss and cry. Great moment. Take a look at the scores. The short program, 36.54 for Lucas. That puts him currently into 20th place.
This concludes the men's short program.
And there are the standings after the men's short program. Camden Pulkinen of the United States, 81.01. Andrei Mozalev of Russia, 78.83. And Joseph Fan of Canada, 73.74. Your top three so far. And a look at the rest of the field. And a look at the rest of the schedule. Free dance coming right up at 14:40 here in Ostrava. Pairs free tonight at 17:50. And Saturday, ladies free program, 11 o'clock in the morning. Don't miss that. Men's free goes in the afternoon at 16:50. And a look at our remaining events. We move on to Ljubljana, October 3rd to 6th, and then to Yerevan, Armenia for the final Junior Grand Prix of the series, October 10th to 13th. And then to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, December 6th to 9th, the Junior and Senior Grand Prix final. That concludes our coverage of the men's short program. Make sure you join us for the free dance coming right up. Stay with us.